We often hear the quote that जहाँ डाल डाल पर सोने की चिड़िया करती है बसेरा वह भारत देश है मेरा. We are proud for our religion, our culture, our tradition. But have you ever thought that we are also having dark sides, superstitions in our religion, in our culture, and that is beautifully described by R.K. Narayan in his novel The Guide. So hello everyone, I'm Dhvani Rajyaguru, roll number 4, and on this first day of presentation, I'm going to deal with Indianness in R.K. Narayan's The Guide. This is my information and points which I'm going to ponder. The first is introduction of author, summary of the novel, concept of Indianness in the guide, in which the subpoints are religion, nature of Indian people, problems of Indian society, hospitality, beliefs, values and customs of Indians, family relationship, narrow political motive, Malgudi, the Narayan's imaginative India, and the conclusion. So, who is R.K. Narayan? R.K. Narayan's full name is Rasipuram Krishnaswamy Iyer Narayan Swamy. He was born on 10th October 1907 in Chennai, Madras, in a Brahmin family, and he was also nicknamed as Kunjappa at his home. When his father was transferred, he was left behind to the care of his grandmother Ammani. And now, her grandma's influence made him to learn the art of the story. This early education also helped him in Indian classical myths and tradition, also helped him to store everything in his mind. And later, he has added meaning to the life by this. R.K. Narayan has started writing from his early childhood. He observed the life of the people around him and the utter care, and then he also chose many character uh, by this. And it is said that he has framed character with the Indian artistic approach for over 60 years in Indian writing in English. He has written 10 novels and 151 short stories. Now, summary of the guide. Guide is the novel which is written in 1958 and it also won Sahitya Academy Award. There is incident that he had heard about some incident in which some Brahmin prayed to God for rain in knee deep water for 12 days and then it is rained in that village. So by this influence he has written the guide. Raju is the protagonist of this novel. He is coming from the lower middle class family. Their house is opposite to the Malgudi railway station in which he is living. He started his career with the profession of tourist guide. Well, it is say there is the thing that he was doing the job like he was the businessman where after his father's death, but he was really wanted to do the job as a tourist guide, and then he started people showing the Malgudi village, and then people started knowing him as a railway Raju. Then Raju later plays the role of lover criminal, and then in the end he plays the role of fake Swami. How the lover? When he was the guide, the person named Marco, who is the scholar, he came in that village for researching the things. Then his wife Rosie also come there, and then Raju falls for the Rosie, and he know that Marco and Rosie doesn't have that good husband and wife relationship, and then he started communicating with Rosie. He used to be with them, start spending time with her, and then they both fall in love. Then Marco know about that and he left Rosie. Rosie wanted to be dancer, and Raju also helped him with in his passion. Then Rosie become a very popular dancer, and her name was Nalini as a dancer. And Raju was helping her. Marco left her, but what happened that now Raju also only focus on money, that he is getting money, so he used Nalini as the dancer as a toy of this shows, and Nalini gets many shows. He doesn't care about Rosie that she will get tired, and but see he keeps make him dancing and dancing, and then one day happened that Marco gives the letter to the Rosie, some letters that doesn't no Rosie doesn't know that Marco has sent him her the letters. So Raju sign on that letters and send that back. And when suddenly when the dance was going on the stage, police come and they take Raju for this illegal thing, and then he was in jail for 2 years. Rosie left Marco and Raju, both the people, persons, and then when he came back, he became a fake saint. And what happened in the end of the novel, that there was drought, there was no rain in the village, and that's why people forced him to do fast, and now he faces the plight. There is no surety that he was dead or he survived after that. So this is the end of the novel. Now, Indianness, how Indianness is reflected in this novel. So the first is religion nature of Indian people. According to William Walsh, in his book, he written that the religion says of Indian myth is a part of Narayan's grief of reality, of his particular view of human life, and his individual way of placing and ordering human feeling and experience. What one can see about Narayan without qualification is that he embodies the pure spirit of Hinduism. Indian people are truly religion people. We all know that. R.K. Narayan beautifully exposes this religion nature. So first, Rosie is a heroine, the protagonist, a female protagonist of the novel, belonging from the family traditionally dedicated to the temples, as dancer, as her mother, grandmother, and before her mother, even as a young girl, she danced in this village. So they are the dancer of this village, and that is why they were known as Devdasis, which is also a religion ritual in India. The blind faith of Indian society on sadhus and religion men is depicted in their acceptance of Raju as a Swami. However, by becoming a sadhu and accepting traditional beliefs in sacrifice, self discipline, and purification, he brings harmony and order to his spiritual life. He was not actually the sadhu, but he didn't want him to do that intentionally. But then comes the incident that one person come there and he told Raju that my sister is not ready to for the marriage. Then he explains that you do marriage, and then Raju is known as the saint there. So people blindly believe that he is the saint. So after being released from jail, instead of going to his village, he prefers to stay in temple near river Saryu, near Mangala village, and he grown the beard, and that's why he was known as the sadhu there. And at the end, after doing fast for 11 days, he made sacrifice to save the life of villagers. So this is the religion aspect, and that's why V.S. Naipaul aptly says that Narayan's novels are religion books mostly, and intentionally the Hindu. Now, problems of Indian society is also shown in this. So India is totally dependent on agriculture. Right now, we are also developing country, but mostly we are having so many farms and farmers in our country. And in the novel, R.K. Narayan described the problem of this country, the rains problem, dependent on agriculture. Agriculture depends on the monsoon, and if monsoon is not sufficient, then this worsen the condition of agriculture leading to the unavoidable famine, deficiency of water, vanishing cattle, hoarding by traders. And that's why this all leads to the pujas, sacrifices to please the god of for the rain. People do anything for please to the god. So the other another problem of Indian society is also seen here, that Raju's mother wanted that Raju should marry her brother's daughter. On the other hand, Raju's father wanted that Raju should run his shop near railway station, but he wanted to be guide. Rosie once again wanted to do career in dancing, but her husband Marco, who was scholar, he denied. So this indicates that Indian people are quite sticking to their old beliefs, so they don't accept the new beliefs very early compared to the other countries' people. Now another point is hospitality. We, the Indian people, believe in hospitality a lot. So in this novel, the Raju and his mother take care of every comfort of Rosie in the beginning. Raju's mother didn't know that she is married. So after she got to know that Rosie is married, and now she didn't allow her to live in her house. And Raju was on Rosie's side, so her mother left the house. So in the same way, Velan, which I have talked about, her sister was denying for marriage, and then Velan and other villagers of Mangla arranged the meal for the Swami. They were believing that this is the Swami and he will change the scenario and rain will come. So they feed Raju, and they don't ask any question to him. The another point is beliefs, values, and customs of Indians. In India, we are having traditional beliefs, and if someone do violations for to that beliefs, so Raju do the same. That he 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 has uh, he has the do the violation of traditional beliefs, values, and custom leads to disorder and conformity to this leads to order in brilliantly illustrated his rise from tourist guide to Swami and to a matre. So what Raju did, he in the eventually we feel like he will get some punishment, but what happened to him? He is living happy life. He developing an affair with Rosie, not showing respect for his mother, and still he is accepted by the villagers. Villagers are worshipping him. So we this beliefs what we feel, what the values are Indian culture is shown here. The family relationship, Rosie, as I told that Rosie's all the family members were dancer, and she also wanted to do that, but she was not allowed to dance, because that is, we believe that dancer is someone that is comes from lower caste family. So when on other hand, she was not even allowed for being with Raju was understanding her in the beginning, but Marco, when Marco found out, he left Rosie. And this way, beside all this fact, RK Narayan wanted to tell that the love, physical relation, and money is important part of the human life, and these are the driving forces of society and in the family relation also. Now the narrow political motive, there is the incident that political rulers of the religion, in the guide their government, the political people come there, deputes doctor for the fasting Swami, though they do not nothing for the drought stricken villagers. They do, political people are not conscious about the people who are dying through the in the village by this drought, but they are constantly taking care of Raju, who is now the fake saint. And the last one, in this guide, RK Narayan also make Malgudi a character. That is also actually a village, but he wanted to symbolize the imaginary local, imaginative country, the modern country, India. And according to William Walsh, who is the author of Indian Literature in English, in his page number 73, he has written that Malgudi is a blend of oriented and pre 1914 British, like an Edwardian mixture of sweet mangoes and malt vinegar, a wedding with its horoscope and gold aged elegantly printed invitation card, tiny shops with the shopkeeper haunts on the counter selling planetials, battle leaves, snuff and English biscuits, the Cojurians and the post office saving bank, the brass ports and the volumes of Milton and Carley, the shaved head and orc robes of the sannyasis, and Mesribin's catalogue of cricket bats. So this is how he narrated the William Walsh narrated the Malgudi village, which is described by R.K. Narayan. So in the conclusion, we can say that this is the fine example of realistic portrait of Indian scenario, Indian culture, and he from being the guide to the sentimental adultery, a manager of Rosie, a jailbird, and then the Swami. This transformation of Raju from railway Raju to spiritual awakened Raju Narayan puts forward different religion, culture, social, economical aspect of Indian society. And he also focuses on family relation, religion nature of Indian society, and different problems of India like drought, blind faith, on sadhu, and superstition nature of Indian people. So these are my references. Thank you. How does religion and karma affect to the character of Raju? How does the karma and religion affect to the character of Raju? How does the karma and this affect Raju a lot? Like in the if I talk about karma first, he was stick to his karma from the beginning to the last. Like he didn't intentionally become a sadhu or saint. He was really passionate to be guide. He fall in love to the Rosie. So karma was going on. He didn't wanted to harm somebody, and he was just going with the flow, and then he fall in love for the Rosie, and he was having so many debts on his head, and that's why he wanted Rosie to dance more and more, and that's why he can earn. But what happened that this intention of getting money a lot, that's why he did the wrong thing. He signed on the letters which are sent by Marco, and that's why he went to the jail due to his karma, the bad karma in the end. And the religion, when he came back from the jail after 2 years, his beard was grown and he was looking like the sadhu. So he was not religion actually, and he didn't wanted to be sadhu. But when he was there in the village, and one person show his seen one person show him, and that's why they felt that no, he's the sadhu and he will help us, then rain will come when he do fast. But that's why eventually he was not religious actually, but uh, all of a sudden he become a sadhu. So karma and religion both influenced him a lot.
Hmm? Not typed yet? Then it is not. Acha, okay. Yeah. Earlier one you have put earlier.
Uh, the culture and religion in this novel, is it relevant to present time also?
Yes, it is definitely related, connected with the current time and present scenarios. For example, we still believe in superstition. We have recently seen the cult series of Disney Plus Hotstar, and that is also shown that how fake sadhus are controlling the mind of human being, and especially the South Indian people, which is also R.K. Narayan told that. And as Rosie was not accepted by society as she was dancer, we still feel that the same, that if someone is coming from the society like dancer, or she is having many affairs, we don't accept them. We feel like no, they are coming from lower caste society. And this all the things which are shown by R.K. Narayan, this Indianness, this rigidity is still relevant to the current time, current period.